Hey Capricorn Collective, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your love reading for whenever you are led to this message. We're going to do two spreads today, and the first one is going to be for the super single Capricorns with not even a person at the back of their minds. And then we're going to do another spread for the not super single Capricorns, even those who are trying to pretend that they're not thinking about somebody. Yep, you can come on over to this side of the world too. So we're going to start with our super singles and pull a couple of oracle cards to see what energies are surrounding this reading for you. Ooh, that's cute. So the first card that we have out for our Capricorn singles is Happy. Let's see what else we have for my Capricorn. Oh, Capricorn singles, we have Yes. So clearly, the energy that's surrounding you all right now is like literally sunshine and rainbows and happiness and all systems go, green light. So if you were a Capricorn that was considering dating, maybe putting yourself back out there, wondering in this big old world of like billions and billions of people, whether or not there is truly somebody out there for you, then the answer is yes. Yes, to get back out there. It's going to be a good time. Yes to meeting your super duper soulmate. It's going to be wonderful. Yes to the happy family and happy life that it is that you are looking for. This is such a nice energy to start off the reading. And I can tell you that I feel incredibly light and bouncy. I feel like, I don't know, I guess this is like maybe how a bunny would feel. Like one of the ones that likes to hop around a lot. They seem pretty happy. That's the energy that I'm getting from you all right now, Capricorn. So let's jump into some tarot and see what else is going on. So where you are right now in your search for a partner, we had the stars flip out in reverse. Okay, so Capricorn singles, you're not exactly where it is that you want to be. You haven't found that match. You haven't found that mate right now. This is someone who I think has experienced a fair amount of disappointment. This is someone who just, they sort of haven't had their wishes fulfilled. Like nothing more, nothing less. I'm not feeling that you're like curled up in a corner crying yourself to sleep every night, but you haven't sort of found what you're looking for. Now, looking at your challenge right now, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Four of Cups upright. So this is interesting. I feel like Virgo's reading, one of them, I can't remember which, literally just had these same cards, but in a reverse position. So your problem right now, the biggest challenge is that, again, you haven't had an offer that you like. Like Capricorn, I can't even be mad at you being very discerning and being very selective about who you spend your time and energy on. But it's like I just got this vision in my head of somebody who's like, no, nope. Go on with yourself, y'all. Get by. No, absolutely the fuck not. Nope. Like that's how I feel that you've been sort of looking at your dating life right now. Like you haven't found what you're looking for, but you are not hesitating to just sweet folks like, please, next candidate, thank you. Like there's no wiggle room. Either you come in with what I want or you can exit stage left. I would prefer that you exit stage left though. Go on, exit stage left. Like that's really what the energy feels like right now. It's kind of hilarious. It's kind of dope. Good for you, Capricorn. Set those boundaries. So looking at areas of acceptance or areas of modification. So here right now, Capricorn, we have the High Priestess, right? So this is the card of knowing. It almost feels for my single Capricorns that people probably jump down your throat a little bit for your selection process when it comes to dating. But I feel like you know what's best for you. more so than these other people. So it feels as though, even though folks might tell you to lower your standards at some point, you know that that's not going to work out for you. So make sure that you sort of stay in that place of accepting what you want and not accepting what you don't want, because ultimately you're going to be the person that has to bear the brunt of your decisions, nobody else. And it feels like the path that you're on right now is actually going to lead you to what it is that you actually want. So, don't listen to other folks. So irritating. Now, what needs to be let go of? Is there any? Okay, a couple of things that need to be let go of. We have the moon and we have the 6 of cups in reverse. So it feels like, Capricorn, there are maybe some lingering questions that you have from past relationships, past occurrences. And it almost feels as though because you haven't necessarily gotten those questions answered, or you haven't maybe gotten some sort of closure on prior situations, that might be a little bit of a hindrance. That might be sort of casting a shadow on the lens that you look at relationships through. So I feel like Spirit is saying that if there's anything, any clutter from the past that needs to be cleared out, any outstanding questions that you might have, figure out a way to, I think, address those, because you don't want it to cause you to miss out on an opportunity that you might have going forward. So figuring out what your next steps are. What's the best approach when it comes to romance for you? The Empress. So I feel like the best approach for you to take, Capricorn, is not very far off of the approach that you have right now, where we have the Empress who's sort of standing in her full energy, right? This is someone who knows what they want. This is someone who's accomplished in their own right, but they're open to nurturing something. They're open to new. They're open to different. This is somebody who has so much to give, but they're sort of standing in boss energy. So it's like, as much as I give, trust and believe that you better be giving the same thing. So I feel like this is almost a balance between, masculine and feminine. I know that that's not traditionally the meaning of this card, but it feels like there's this need to, again, make sure that you're in your comfortable place, right? Where you're standing in your full energy and power, and that you have your boundaries firmly in place, but also being willing to nurture and sort of create something new when it comes to romance. I don't know why, Capricorn, I have the feeling that whoever's coming next is not going to be someone that you expected. They're not going to be your usual type, but it feels like they have the potential to make you very, very happy. So let's see what we have for the potential outcome. We have the 5 of Pentacles, and let's see if we can clarify that a little bit more. We have the 5 of Cups. There's a lot of 5s coming out. 5 is typically the card of transformation, and sometimes it can be a little bit challenging. Another 5. Capricorn. Okay. So here's what, and I'm not even, all right. So I'm not going to sugarcoat anything for you to Capricorn. I think that the struggle is going to be a little bit real here. Like, you literally got 3 5s coming out in your outcome position. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, we have the 5 of Cups in reverse, and we have the 5 of Wands. It almost feels like these are some stages that you are going to go through as sort of a part of your transformation, right? you haven't found what you're looking for. Your cutoff game is ruthless. Let me put that out there for you. Your cutoff game is absolutely ruthless. But I think that, again, that might be a byproduct of some challenges that you experienced previously. I do think that when you move forward, sort of standing in your full energy, resolving any situations that have occurred in the past, and you sort of go through this iteration of feeling left out, thinking about what has been, right? Looking at the past and sort of raging against the machine, if you will. I think you're going to come to a place where you are more open to partnerships, where you're going to find that person that's willing to be a true partner, you know, looking forward together, working together, all of that good stuff. I do think it's going to take a little bit of time. And just because you don't have what you may have been looking for right now, and that you haven't seen a suitable offer coming your way, understand that it is here for you. It's on the horizon. It's just sort of a matter of you tapping into that energy and being a little bit open to something different, because I promise, Capricorn, I am feeling different for you guys. I am feeling different. So let me grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. And what we have for you is commitment. You dedicate yourself to your beliefs wholeheartedly, knowing that love is the essence of your very being. So what this feels like, again, is that for you, Capricorn, that you commit to yourself, that you tap into your higher knowing, and you commit to yourself. You set those boundaries, and not from a place of aggression or a place of hurt or disappointment, but from a place of joy. From a place where it's like, you know what? Doing this will make me so happy. And doing this will make me not particularly happy. So I'm going to honor myself and make sure that I do things and accept things that make me happy. I'm not going to close myself off from the potential, but I have my boundaries set. That's your commitment to yourself. That's your dedication to your beliefs, to your boundaries. So Spirit is saying, keep that in place. And even though I think it's going to be a little bit challenging initially, Capricorn, there's going to come in that partnership that you may not have thought possible before. So I'm going to leave it there for you, singles, and we're going to jump to the not so single reading for those, again, who are even thinking about someone, up to dating or engaged or married to someone. We'll see what your relationship is looking like. So stay tuned. Hey Capricorn, not so singles. We are going to get into your reading and start by pulling a couple of oracle cards to see what energy is surrounding this for you guys. And the first card that we have out is Healing Family Issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Okay. And we have, for the other energy surrounding this reading, is communicate clearly, and we have no. So there seems to be a little bit of heavy energy around the couple like Capricorns. So whatever is happening right now, things are not going well. And it doesn't look as though they're on a particularly good trajectory either. We have the communicate clearly card, and we also have healing family issues. So whoever this is applicable to in this reading, whether it's you, Capricorn, or the person that you're dealing with in some way, shape, or form, there is some form of trauma that they've experienced with a family member or somebody that was very close to them in terms of relationships. And I don't think that whoever this is necessarily articulating what they've experienced or acknowledging that it's in some way, shape, or form impacting the relationship that you all have right now. There seems to be a lack of transparency, and that lack of transparency and that lack of healing feels like it's going to basically kill this relationship, is what I'm feeling. Like it's almost like the energy that I had just shifted into that of someone who is very cold, who is very blunt, who is not necessarily operating from a very emotional space. It's almost like talking, if you've ever seen like on TV, like medical shows, there's always like that one jackass doctor who literally roll into a patient's room and be like, yeah, you're probably going to die like in a week or so. Any questions? Like, that's what the energy feels like, is someone who is just very cold, very blunt, and to the point, and not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. It almost feels as though they withhold words that can be vulnerable or open, and they choose violence. Like, they choose words that are cutting, that are hurtful, that are not like sort of the complete truth. Like, it just seems like a whole lot of lack of transparency coming in here. But let's see where we are, Capricorns. Looking at the current state of your relationship with your person, we have the World. So this, the World is sort of the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. It's sort of the closing of a chapter. So it might be that you and this person are in a period of profound change. And to clarify, we have the 8 of Wands in reverse. So this is communication, this is movement, and there's a lack of that. And this may not be what it is that you experienced with this person, that before you thought that, or they thought that things were good, that you all sort of chatted, but there are things that appear here where there's no communication, that something is happening in this relationship where it's become stagnant, it's become very muddy, that you all aren't really talking, that, it's like, what the hell happened here? What happened here? So looking at what you're bringing to the relationship, what's your energy in all of this, Capricorns? Okay. We have the Hermit, and we also have the Tower. Okay, this is a little bit trippy because I feel like literally every earth sign has gotten this combination of cards. They've gotten the Tower and they've gotten the Hermit. All in different positions. But for you, what you're bringing to the table is where you are energetically. It's like, it almost feels as though you're sort of keeping to yourself, where you are processing. You are trying to shed light on where you are, how you got here, and you are ready to make that change. And we saw that, I think, with the World card, right? The start, the ending of something, the starting of something new, a new chapter. And it feels like you are about ready to jump, Capricorn. That you are really ready. You are tired of being in this energy. And it's like, well, if you don't do something, I will. Now, where's your person? What energy are they bringing? They have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So the 8 of Cups upright is somebody who's walking away or walking towards something else. With the 8 of Cups in reverse, this is someone who's sort of hanging in there. Like, they're not really making any moves away from you. We have for them also the Ace of Wands, and we also have the Knight of Wands. So whatever your feelings are, their feelings for you, I don't necessarily know that they've changed. They still have a lot of passion. They still have a lot of energy for this. They're not ready to give up on the relationship, But it feels though, Capricorn, that in this situation, you might be the one who's ready to walk away because it doesn't feel like they are. So something is happening here that you are dissatisfied with. I don't know if this person is aware of it, if they're just completely oblivious, if you haven't shared with them how it is you're feeling, but they seem like they're in it, Capricorn. Your person seems like they are in it to win it. Like they are fired up about you. They're not going anywhere. So I don't know if they know how you're feeling right now. Is this a part of the not communicating? So looking at your potential together, good Lord, as a couple, we have strength and we have the sun in reverse. Let me clarify that a little bit more. We have the Nine of Swords and we have the Emperor. Capricorn, there's a lot of competing energies when it comes to your potential in this partnership. We have the Strength card, right? We also have the Sun in reverse. We have the Nine of Swords and we also have the Emperor. It feels like, Capricorn, that this person is pretty stable. And you can reverse the roles as you wish. But I'm feeling that this person is actually not a bad person. Capricorn, I'm not saying that you have issues, babe. I'm not saying that you have issues. However, it feels as though you're the one who is sort of stressed out in this relationship. There is something that you are needing that this person is not giving you. But I don't think that they know that. I think that they know that there's something that's making you unhappy, but they can't figure out exactly what that something is. And so I think it's stressing you out. I think it's stressing them out a little bit. And as a result, neither of you are super happy, but I do think that this person is willing to work on it. But you might have to articulate, like, exactly for them what the problem is. So, looking at what you're learning, what you need to be aware of when it comes to this relationship, we have the Queen of Swords. Oh, Capricorn, this is you being blunt. This is you stating exactly what it is that you want and need. Because again, I genuinely don't think that this person knows what it is that you're thinking, what it is that you're feeling. So over here, we had the communicate clearly card. And here, in what you need to be aware of, what you need to know, is the Queen of Swords. This is someone who is blunt. This is someone who's very straightforward. They get to the point. They don't have any issues speaking their truth. And so I think that that's the lesson that you're supposed to get out of all of this, is that you have to speak up. You have to communicate clearly with this person. Otherwise, this relationship is not going to work out. Even if you want it to, even if the other person wants it to. It's just not going to. So, what you don't see, what you should pay closer attention to, the Queen of Cups. So this is the giving of love after, I think, someone has proven themselves. And I feel like another one of the signs got this also in their spread. This is someone who's a little bit guarded, right? She has this protective hand on her cup. She's kind of looking at the person like, can I give this to you? And I think that that's ultimately the place where you will come to. As long as you give this person, I think, Capricorn, the opportunity to step up. Because I genuinely think that they're ignorant, and not because they want to be, not because they're trying to be mean. I think that they just do not know what it is that you want and need right now. But if you give them the opportunity, if you're clear about what it is that you feel you're missing, I think that they will do their best to get that to you. So let me grab one last oracle card for you. Ooh, these are so awkward. So awkward. And let's see what final message Spirit has. All right. Well, that came out. This is good. So what we have for you is passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. All right, Capricorn. So we're not going to get into like freaky deaky territory because I feel like this was a relatively deep reading. However, there is something about you that keeps this person here, that makes them want to try. It's your little flavor, it's your je ne sais quoi, all of that good stuff, right? There's something that's drawing this person to you. They don't want to walk away from you. They got a lot of wand energy coming towards you, right? So if there's something that you want, now's the time to articulate it, because I think that this person feels strongly enough about you that they'll be like, oh, okay, why didn't you say something sooner? And then I think that that'll put you sort of in your little bit of happy place. But you're going to have to figure out too why you're so reluctant to let them know what it is that you need, why you're not communicating. If it comes from disappointment in the past or missed expectations or whatever. But understand that this person feels very strongly about you. But if you don't communicate with them so that they know to give you what it is that you're looking for, it's not going to work out. So Capricorns, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.